Hi there, my beautiful friends. All right, today is the last day. It's day 12 of the New Year Challenge. So, I'm going to start with a really practical tip. This is kind of a bonus tip, but it is to track your resolutions. So, if you're really working on something this year that will take many small steps to make progress, then please track your progress. Grab a checklist or an app that you can check off your mini goals and see how you are progressing. It is a really good thing to track your progress as you have these resolutions and goals. And if you have questions about how to track something or whatever, just let me know. Oftentimes I like to use paper, but I do have a few apps that I could recommend. So let me know if you want some help with that. And today in particular, I would like to share with you to create a jar and make note of your great times and positive moments throughout the year. So I did this with my husband last year, and we're getting ready to read them soon, so I will share a post about that. But it's really fun to just make note of different things throughout the year that really touched you and that were really positive moments. And so creating those positive moments to keep in mind gratitude, blessings, or how you feel blessed, any love or loving moments, any times where you felt acceptance or were accepting of something that maybe you weren't able to be accepting of before, or any moments of joy, of course. So, gratitude, blessings, love, acceptance, and joy. Write those down throughout the year, and then you can reflect on them um, on the new year or on New Year's Eve of this coming year. And I have just some reflections to share with you from my year, and would also love to share with you my offerings for the year. Which you'll hear, I've restructured my business just a little bit this year, and I think it's gonna flow a little bit better, and I'm sure you'll love it. So last year my theme was vibrance, and quite honestly, most of the time I felt anything but vibrance. And at the end of last year, I connected to so much magic. I felt so centered and so loving and joyful. I was truly in a flow state. I was so connected, so like I was falling in love with life at like every moment. And I truly felt like I leveled up in an exponential way. And I was able to hold that feeling of flow for at least a month or two, even with lots of things coming in. And I really did not throw off my center. However, I have reflected enough times and been in these flow states previously to know that it really did mean a next leveling up was coming. And that usually means quite a bit of um, a tumultuous phase for me of like I feel so super connected and then I level up like big time, like I catapulted into that next level, and then it's almost like then you're at the bottom of that next level. Like you reach the top of the level you're in and you're just like, oh my God, this is so amazing. And then you're at the bottom of the next level and trying to figure out that level then. And so last year I was in flow coming into 2020. I felt so connected to the universe, and the boundaries and walls that I had built up over years and years began to break down. And so this led me into a rebuilding and restructuring of my life and relationships. Like I said, I've been through this before. It's never easy each time, but it is worth it in the end because it really up levels your life quite literally. So I went from having so many boundaries and beliefs that were holding me and my roles in place. My ego was happily protecting me. And then I went into feeling like I couldn't get my footing for a long while. Last year I emerged, but this year in the process of becoming vibrant or feeling vibrant, I sometimes felt like I was in over my head or in that ooey gooey stage again of being in a cocoon, like all liquid formed before the butterfly starts to form back again. And so, of course, 2020 was kind of forced us all into a cocoon through quarantine and some inner processing, a lot of inner work being done. Like I've mentioned already in this challenge, a lot of shadow work was done, and a lot of just generally speaking within the world, an up leveling and a restructuring of ourselves and our, you know, anything you can imagine. Like we did a lot of thinking about and restructuring because we had to with the pandemic. But it was on a big level and small levels, very personal levels. So all of this gave me some time to think and reflect. And my wonderful husband, who challenges me in a good way, asked me a lot of hard questions as we navigated through and restructured our relationship into something that is going to work for us. And amazingly, we now have a structure that will work for us until we change it again. And I was also, on top of that, I spent a good 3 months or so really restructuring my relationship with money this year. And I was able to create a 30-day money challenge, which hopefully I'll be able to dig in and create a 12 to 15-week challenge for money coming up in this next year. And I also restructured my relationship to my business, which I mentioned earlier, and came up with a business plan that feels really good to me. It feels open and it feels somewhat structured, but it also feels open and in alignment with me. So after doing all this hard work of restructuring, I have actually already started to feel a bit more peace and openness. My ego is not as quick to react as it was at one time. Even before the start of all of this, my ego had reacted to different things, different triggers and things, and I have been able to expand and accept life more as it is over the past like month or so. And even that in itself of just accepting life as it is has also been a process that took a lot of hard work that I would not be able to do. I would not have been able to do by myself. And I know truly that I am ready for this new theme of peace in 2021, my own theme and journey. And I know that I am completely supported again this coming year. In fact, I thought back about last year, and even in the times where I felt like I needed the most support, I actually had more than what I could use. There were people who offered their support in a time that I was already super supported. And it's just awesome because every year since I've been on this journey, this life coaching journey, and having that support, that desire came to me a couple years ago, and having that support, I continue to be more and more and more supported every single year. And I'm so grateful for it, to have people who have my back, and I no longer have to feel like a lone wolf. I have found my tribe, and even, yeah, I found my tribe, and it just feels so good. And so I want you to be able to find your tribe, and hopefully I'm part of that for you. And um, and I really would love to hold some space for your own transformation, just like space was held for me in my transformation through multiple friends, a coach, my sister circle, who we still meet after 3 years now, and an energy healer that I had for myself. And so it is my desire for you that you can consciously create more magic in your life, to experience the kind of metamorphosis that can happen when you work with a coach or an energy healer, and to have someone hold space for you to experience your emotions, and someone to know that someone has your back, that someone will hold your hand and not try to change you, and not try to get you to change anything necessarily, but just be with you. That's really what it's like to have a spiritual coach in your corner, and my guides and my team in your corner. And someone who has been through the dark night of the soul and is not afraid of that. As a spiritual life coach, I will sit with you in the dark as long as you desire. And I'm not afraid of that dark space. So when you're ready, I will begin to guide you to turn around in order to see that light. I'll guide you to a new perspective, to new possibilities, to your authentic self. Just I really want to reiterate, if you're in that dark space, I will just sit with you and hold you and your emotions as long as you need, until you're ready to start to move forward. Once you are, I'll introduce you to your soul and to the unique essence and frequency that is you. It's that energy frequency that only you can hold, that only you can share. There is no one else like you. We connect on this journey as our souls walk together through collaboration. And by looking directly at energies that are blocking the flow, acknowledging that they are there, and shifting them, we create a flow for you internally, which then translates to a flow in your entire external life. This flow leads you to living a more authentic life, to more love, more playfulness, and more things to be grateful for. And ultimately, you'll be empowered to create a life full of magic, because that is what we do here, is create lives of magic. And so if you're ready to invite more love, playfulness, and magic into your life, I would love to connect with you so that we can collaborate together. I do the majority of the work over the phone. Currently, I am only over the phone. Once, who knows, the vaccine hits, I do accept a few in-person clients. So if you are close in location, that's not a problem. But over the phone or over Zoom is the way that I offer. And yes, it does work distantly. Everything works through distance. I am attuned to Reiki and with the distance symbols, and so the energy does flow through distance. I have never had any clients say that they cannot feel the energy shifts. They all can feel the shifting. The healing works totally, 100%. So this year, I am offering one-on-one spiritual coaching. We can work together for 3, 6, or 12 months. and I am currently open to 2 clients. Once some contracts start to end, I can open up to more, but I am currently accepting 2 coaching clients. So this is a process of growth for you. In these 3, 6, or 12 months, you'll be strongly and deeply held exactly where you are, and you will receive a deep knowing and remembrance that life is truly magical. One-on-one spiritual coaching allows me to really get to know you and to truly see you, as well as for me to guide you to see your amazing spirit and be reminded of your soul purpose. So you'll remember just how incredible you are, and you'll begin to truly love yourself on a soul level. Together, we will look at any energy patterns and begin to change those old patterns to allow more flow into your life. We'll also examine and throw out deep-seated beliefs that both you hold and that are in your family line. After your time together, you will not only be deeply connected to yourself, but you will have an intimate relationship with Mother Earth and the divine. You will be grounded in knowing that you're always connected and always in the right place at the right time. Your life will go from dull and drab to sparkling and bright, and you will be in flow with life and know when to check in and how to receive messages from your intuition. Your life will become magical, and you will have progress in the direction of your dreams. So I do love to just mention, one of my favorite things to do is look at the energy structures of whatever is going on in your life. So if you have a situation or something that's going on, is I look at the overall energy, where energy is flowing and where energy is blocked. And I'm able to communicate that with you so that you have a good understanding of what's going on, how you're holding your energy, how maybe somebody else is holding their energy, and how you're interacting. And on top of that, so I can look at that in situations or with people, but my specialty, I love working with relationships and updating relationships. So I have a lot of tools and things that I use to be able to create more flow in your relationships and update them so that there's more love and playfulness and joy within those relationships. I love, love, love doing this. All right, so to get started with a one-on-one spiritual coaching, we will start with a 1-hour chat for free. This is a free consultation and healing call with no obligation to move forward. And for us to feel into our compatibility, and also for you to start feeling better right away. So we will create a package that is based on what works great for you. I have a package structure that I like, that I think works really well. But if that one doesn't work for you, we can totally talk about it and find one that works just for you. So it is personalized. Yeah, so this consultation, we just chat about what the different options are and what might be good for you. And then I will also be able to do an energy healing or guide you through a meditation or teach you a skill that will come in handy for you moving forward and just kind of get you back on track. Just want to mention quickly that another way to bring a feeling of magic and playfulness is through card readings. Card readings I can do for you at any time. You can schedule on my website. I think I have 7 or 8 different options. We will do them on the phone or through Zoom. If you want to do a video, it's totally awesome. And right now, in the midst of the new year, it is really great to get a card reading. I always give myself a card reading every year. Last year, I gave my husband his very first card reading for the year last year, and he was so excited about it. He wanted another one like 3 weeks later. So So they are really good, especially in the beginning of the year. If you want to see kind of like a general overview of your year, maybe like what do the first 3 months look like, the second, the next 6 months, and then the whole year. That would be a 3 card reading. I have started to do this year, I am pulling a card for each month of the coming year. And so if you want to do something like that, where I pull 1 card for each month, we can definitely talk about that. That's not on my website, but if that's something that interests you, so you have like, your overall theme for that month, I can definitely do that for you. So again, just schedule that free consultation and healing, and I can get you set up with whatever is going to work best for you. Also, I am offering small group workshops. So coming up in January is a Reiki 1 attunement and workshop. And these are online through Zoom. I only accept 4 students. So once the group is formed, I'm going to set the exact date after that. But the plan is for it to happen in January, just waiting for the students to show up. I know with all the holiday hustle and bustle, I've had a few people say they just wanted to have a little break from that and get started in January. So the Reiki workshop is a workshop where you'll be attuned to the frequency of the Reiki energy. Reiki 1 will start you on the journey of self-healing. You can continue to use Reiki 1 to work with others as well. And you can add in Reiki 2 attunement, which will be about 6 weeks later to allow integration. So if you want to schedule Reiki 1 and 2 together, again, we'll figure out what the date will be for Reiki 2. But I always allow 4 to 6 weeks. 6 weeks is a little bit better, so you can integrate all of the new energy and the healing. So when you get an attunement, it's almost like a next level upgrade as well. So in the Reiki 2 course, if you decide to do that as well, you'll be attuned to the symbols and a farther integration of the Reiki energy into your system. Your energy will be more clear, and you can enhance your sessions and healing both with yourself and others. You'll learn the history of Reiki, what it is, how Reiki energy works, why it works, and how to use it. The course is designed to give you the information you need to get started immediately with your own self-healing and to allow you to transform and integrate the energy, then to be able to offer healing for others. Again, you can schedule a free consultation on my website to discuss getting signed up, or if you have any other questions about it. And the Reiki 1 and 2 workshops, if you want to do both of them together and pay for both of them together at the same time, they're $599 for both. And then one at a time is $333. So if you only schedule one at a time, it's $333. And then one little final offering that I know I will do again this year. I've got some other things in the works, but definitely the Illuminating Your Butterfly. And I had quite a few people say they just weren't quite ready last year. And so I'm so thrilled to be able to offer it a little bit sooner this year. Okay, so the Illuminating Your Butterfly, there's level 1 and 2. And as soon as I have enough people interested, I will create level 3. I have plenty of knowledge to create level 3. But level 1 is going to begin the end of February, beginning of March. I haven't set a date yet, and that might just come the same way as the Reiki attunement, where I gather the group and then we set dates as to when it's all going to happen. They are 5 weeks at a time. Oftentimes, for whatever scheduling reasons, there might be a week that skips, and then we'll do the rest of it after that. So again, with small groups, I'm able to adjust the schedule pretty easily. So Illuminating Your Butterfly, the workshop is designed for you to learn energy skills and techniques that will allow you to dust off your wings and start to open them. With these tools in your toolbox, you'll feel more present, grounded, and able to be your full authentic self. You'll learn why I recommend these techniques and not others, as well as how to use the techniques. You will receive the knowledge of when to use each technique as well. So again, class sizes are very small, 4 people are maximum. So you get the added benefit of asking lots of questions, getting mini readings, and receiving individual personalized attention with this workshop. It allows me to check with your technique as well and give you suggestions to adjust as we go. And so I just make sure that you are doing it correctly. Of course, sometimes based on your intuition, it is correct for you, and that's how you're aligned. And so there's plenty of time to ask questions and for me to give you suggestions. Like I said, they are only suggestions, and always listen to yourself and your own intuition above all. I highly encourage you to do that. If something doesn't work for you that I offer, then don't use it. Always listen to your intuition. And so this workshop is for you if you are sensitive and empathic, know that you have received messages or even worked with energy and meditation previously, but feel like you need a greater sense of knowledge about yours and others' energy flow. If you desire to understand why emotions seem to come on from nowhere and nothing, and you're ready to be a more loving and compassionate version of yourself, then this workshop is for you. If you previously felt lost or confused and now you know that you're ready for someone to have your back, then this workshop is also for you. You'll learn energy skills and techniques that you can use in your everyday life. Your capacity for compassion and self-love will increase. Through using these tools, you'll uncover and step into the grandest, most authentic version of you. Your access to your intuition will increase, and you'll get confirmations that you can trust that intuition. These practices will enable you to feel more grounded and connected to all the support that is always all around you, so that you can be more present and mindful in your everyday life. You'll learn breathing techniques, obtain a tool to make choices and decisions easily, recognize your unique energy frequency, and know how to maintain it. You'll clear your chakras and aura, become aware of and validate your intuitive perceptions, learn about telepathy, and receive a valuable tool to learn how to integrate your experiences and information, as well as separate from others when your interaction is complete. So, like I said, I love allowing integration from the Reiki. I also this year have decided to allow integration between Illuminating Your Butterfly level 1 and level 2. So there are actually several months in between level 1 and 2. I fell into all of this intuitively. So level 2 will begin the end of August, beginning of September. Of course, feeling into the dates still. But level 2 gives you the opportunity to integrate the exercises and levels even more into your mind, body, and spirit. You have the opportunity to ask questions, review previous concepts, and practice. With the basics under your belt from level 1, you're given more time to practice how to use the concepts in different situations, gaining information and insight into your life, people, and situations in your life. Level 2 allows you to practically apply the concepts, and you will learn to more easily navigate through life and connect to your intuition. So you will be given even more tools in level 2. You'll also learn about male and female biological energies, which is so awesome. How your natural male or female energies can play off of the other, how to recognize them, and how to create more flow and acceptance in your life after you notice these energies. It just helps to open up communication. While I know things are switching and changing, and there's non-binary and transgender and all of that stuff, these concepts are still really valid and are really interesting that can help. So level 2 is really about you, and you will get a say in what you want to learn and use the concepts in level 1 to gain information, insight about the questions you currently have in your life. So again, you can schedule a consultation call about those if you're interested in illuminating your butterfly. So I offer level 1 and 2, and if you want to do only one, of course, you do have to do level 1 in order to do level 2, but one is $444 if you want to like separate them out. If you want to do them both this year, they are $777. If you want to separate them out and do like a longer integration period, then it's $444 for each one. All right, I think that brings us to the end of all the offerings and the end of the challenge. I hope that all of this found you well, and that you were able to receive something out of the whole challenge and the information on all of my offerings this year. Well, it's not going to be all of them, but those are the ones that are up and ready to go, and I'm so excited about them. If you have questions or need anything at all, just reach out. I am here to serve you 100%. And I wish you all the best in the new year. I would love to hear any shares or reflections on anything at all, any feedback, even if something didn't work well for you or it was confusing, please just reach out. I love to hear from you guys, and I want to know what you need so that I can create more stuff that is aligned and appropriate to you. All right. Wishing you so much love and hugs. Hope you can feel all of my good energy just beaming out to you. Thanks again. Enjoy the rest of your year. Bye.